Cancer Ascendant or rising sign. So the Cancer Ascendant persona, you're ruled by the moon. So you come off with this lunarian quality. There could be this nostalgic, emotional facade that imbues you with this natural charisma to want to nurture. So being ruled by the moon, Cancer, cardinal water, you have this initiatory quality to want to heal through the restoration of emotional balance. So if you're a Cancer Ascendant, when you leave your sacred space, the security of your own home, you become very action-oriented into serving the community with this need to want to nurture and heal naturally. You also have this mother-like tendency to want to lead in a matriarchal way. So Cancer Ascendant, you have this gift of intuitively sensing what's going on within your surrounding environment at large. So you could definitely pick up the vibe in the entire room, the entire space that you occupy. You have this ability to really feel the balance between the high and lows. Just like the tides in the sea go from low to high, and the moon, how it changes signs throughout the zodiac. Each sign, this is very much how you're led with this navigational tool of a Cancer Ascendant. When we speak of the Ascendant sign, naturally, whomever's sun sign is the same as your Ascendant, it's a automatic competition, because another person's sun sign, which is their energetic quality of their soul, their life force, what they want to put out in the world, if they come across someone with the same ascendant, the ascendant, it shines through and they naturally feel this competitive force within them that pulls at them to want to personify the same thing as the ascendant sign. That's why someone else's sun sign that could be the same as someone's ascendant, they could have this natural kind of this oppositional energy where they're attracted to, because they want to personify outward the ascendant sign if their sun sign is the same. And this is what the person with the ascendant sign of Cancer pulls out of somebody that has a sun sign Cancer, because the sun naturally wants to, it's fulfilling for the soul to want to personify outward what the sign resonance is. So someone that has that ascendant sign naturally will already radiate that quality. So that's why there's this competitive edge if you come across someone with a sun sign that is the same of your ascendant. So this ascendant of Cancer, you're led by the waning and the waxing, the charge of the moon going through its different phases. So you can definitely feel this within your body, because your ascendant represents your body, and other people can feel it in your vibe, your persona, that you are constantly, more necessarily so, going through these different changes within, because the moon, it moves very fast, and it's a constant cycle of gaining in energy, waxing, and reducing in energy or waning. high tide and low tide. So the body being ruled or being made up of a lot of liquid, naturally with a Cancer Ascendant, this definitely personifies this emotional response of feeling the energy move within your internal body and your aura, your auric field, your persona, and it radiates outward with this very up and down quality where you try to gain balance by really feeling out your environment and connecting your sensitive quality and your emotional response to react to the environment. So naturally, you do want to slow down the energy so you can tend to whatever it is that you are focused on or where your actions are needing your energy. And this is what drives you with a Cancer Ascendant, this need to want to slow down the energy, to kind of use your initiative water tendency to flow over the environment and kind of wash away any impurities within the environment. I mean, naturally, if you think about the symbology behind the sign of Cancer, which is the crabs move in a very sideways manner. So you come off wanting to fly under the radar to really meet your challenges head on and obtain your ultimate goal in a way. However, if you think about the word cancer, I mean, if we think medically speaking or anatomically, cancer cells are in everyone. And we demonize the word cancer to make it seem as if cancer is a bad thing, or tumors that are developed, whether they be malignant or benign, is a bad thing. But it's the body's natural response system to organize and mutate these cells to offset the imbalance that is going on within the body. So the cancer is just this mechanism formed by the body to really regulate and kind of keep you alive so you can survive through whatever is going on within the imbalance. So to say that these cancer cells, they sense where the imbalance is. That's when the body sends a signal to create these mutated cells that multiply within that area of the imbalance. And this is what helps the body to sustain its very survival instincts and its life. It helps to regulate the imbalance until the imbalance is brought back to balance. So to blast these mutated cells, which are the cancer cells, the body's defense mechanism, with radiation therapy or to cut out a tumor, those practices are, in my opinion, harmful to the body because it's its own defense mechanism to keep the body alive and to survive. Once the imbalance is regulated, or whatever is causing the imbalance in the body to be prevented, the cancer cells will go back to normal. They mutate back to normal. So this is the whole symbology behind cancer. I mean, if you think about how, the crabs, they're on the shoreline, they're in the sea, they kind of just clean up the impurities within the water. We consist of a lot of water. And with the cycles of the moon, it really creates, if you think about Cancer, the whole dynamic between Cancer and Capricorn, it's almost as if Cancer is really placed on this planet, being ruled by the moon, to keep the impurity at a minimal. And you know, these people with the Cancer Ascendant persona, they come off wanting to heal, wanting to nurture, wanting to bring back to life, wanting to sustain some balance, wanting to rid impurities from the environment. So, being ruled by the moon, you will have a natural intuition, a natural quality about you that's very intuitive. You have this ability to remember moments that are endearing to you, that are endearing to others. You bring it out of them. You create this emotional response between you and others, you and your environment. You have this mind that works off of a almost pictography, pictography, pictures, and this memory bank of just imagery and images of endearing moments in your life, and pictures and paintings and experiences that have this emotional quality that really create this response in you to feel very home-like, or to make the connection with others very much in a very safe and home-like way, and also create the environment to be very home-like. It's almost as if, having a Cancer Ascendant, your persona comes off as if you want to create a safe space for others, and you want them to feel at home within your space and your environment. Very hospitable kind of energy. A Cancer Ascendant, it's almost as if the feel is like a bed and breakfast, where these people you can go to regain a sense of emotional balance, or feel a very nurturing like quality, a very mothering like quality, because the moon represents our mother, and Cancers give off that vibe. No matter what gender, this Cancerian nature, this persona, this is how you navigate through life. This is what this energy, it's a constant energy within your life. It's what draws people to you. And also this is what they sense from you. And this is how you respond to your immediate environment. And this is how you take charge within your life in this Cancerian way. So, if you're a Cancer Ascendant, your first house, you will have this tender quality around the breast, and also you'll have a strong